did you mean by not knowing how to work as a musician?
Um, well, I think when you work as a musician, you need to have a lot. You need to be very smart about, how you advocate for yourself. You can't. It's something that was really challenging for me was talking about my work and being like, you should buy this, because it's as an artist, I mean, you guys may feel this way about what you're doing. It's like it's hard for you to like commoditize. What's the word I'm looking for?
Oh, to
Yeah,
monetize
no,
or
yeah,
Yeah, or to say, like, to put
to?
worth
I got you. I
to
think
what you are and what your work is, and I
Yeah,
think I just have to get better at that. I mean,
yeah, you kind of want the market to dictate it for you, but sometimes you have to force the market. Like in a perfect world, I feel like, people would value what you did and then they would just pay you for it, right? But sometimes it doesn't work that way. Sometimes you have to let people know what you're worth.
Yeah, and I think with what I do, especially now, you have to be strong enough. Like if you were talking about Dylan, like when Dylan went electric, which was sort of this like big moment when he decided to play electric instead of playing with like an acoustic guitar, and it was at Newport Folk Festival, and he came out and he played with this electric band, and everybody was really mad, and then he went on tour, and everybody was mad, and they booed him off the stage, and but he felt so strongly, and there was this little bit of like narcissism, or maybe a lot of narcissism in certain artists, that just allows them to feel like what they're doing is so important that they have to keep doing it. And that's always been really challenging for me, because I feel like I love what I do, I believe in it, but I sort of feel like I fail sometimes in demanding that it be the right thing, in sticking up for it. I don't always
it,
do that.
it's almost like the conviction, right? Like they have that conviction of I'm right and this is how it is.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
yeah. No,
But
I can see that.
I feel like it, but I think it speaks to the passion of your vision and the goals you have, though, too. Like you feel so strongly about it. Why detour off of what you believe in, too? I think so. I think that kind of speaks to what your thoughts of that. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's kind of what I get out of that.
Yeah, and on top of that, you talked about that higher power, right? So I feel like that conviction's got to feed that higher power, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
so maybe that's how they looked at it as well, as like, this is my higher power, so now I got to feed this and keep it going. So yeah, I don't know.
It's actually this other thing. That's the thing that makes it a little bit easier, is I don't look at it as like when I tell my band that they're doing something wrong, or when we talk about a part that isn't right, it's not about my ego. It's about like, there's this right thing and that needs to happen and we have to figure out how. So it's not like I'm like, look at me, like really isn't how my music works. I'm actually like, please do not look at me. I was in a band, side note, for like 5 years, this like heavy like Boston psych rock band, and they were like, please face the audience. Like I would not face the audience.
Really?
Like,
So would you perform with your back to them?
I only sang with my back to the audience. Like, just like
It's your stick. It's your stick with that, though. It works out. It works out.
So you're like the original Sia.
Yeah, exactly. Right? I did it first. Thank you.
Boom.
I think if anybody ever let me in a band, they'd be saying the opposite.
Please turn around.
Please do not look at the audience. You're scaring them away.
Your kazoo skills are not.
You can play
up
the
to par.
kazoo towards the back of the room. That's it. All right.
Behind the drums, please.
We wire the mic out behind the curtain.
And stop bobbing your head. You're off the beat. Okay.